Yo, what is going on, guys? Here, my name is Exposure Man, and today I got for you part 4 to my Minecraft wooden house tutorial. I believe it's part 4, it's either part 4 or part 5, so let's go ahead and get on into it. What I did is I did a little something behind the scenes, and it's just to make a determination to make this video go by a little bit faster. We're going to do about 25 minutes in this segment, and yeah, it should be awesome. What I did was I kind of extended this is how far our roof is going to go. So what I did from this point right here, I extended the roof 33 blocks. Yeah, 33 blocks. So yeah, that's what you should do right there, and that's what we're gonna do with all these wooden blocks right here just for this episode. It shouldn't take too long now that I know how long exactly we're gonna be. So I just wanted to see how long I wanted to make this house, and I think about 33 blocks long from that area is going to be pretty solid. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I don't think it should take too long, just for the fact that we already have like the dimensions figured out. And what we're gonna do today also as well, I think we're gonna go ahead and do some chimney works, because there's 2 chimneys in this base. Not this base, I'm so used to Clash of Clans in this house. So yeah, it's gonna be on that end and that end over there. That's where we're gonna make those chimneys. Actually, I think it's that end and that end. And we're gonna go ahead and do that and make that look awesome, and then we'll start working on the back of the house. It's either the front or the back. I'm not really sure which one I want to determine to make the front or the back. This one is probably I can't really make, because these wooden houses are kind of weird sometimes. If you ever seen a lodge, sometimes the back looks way better than the front. Like, the front's pretty subtle compared to what you see in the back, because the back is usually either facing the good view and or it's facing the lake, because there's usually like a lake house going on. There's a lot of lodges on lake houses. So I mean, not lodges on lakes, like if you're from like kind of like the south or the mid east, or the mid east, there's like what a lake is like. There's like the big lakes, and you can put lodges on them. So yeah, in America, of course. I'm not 100% sure if there's even like wooden lodges. I bet they're more or less in ski resorts in Europe. If you guys could go ahead, any of you guys that are from Europe or just a different country other than America, I'd definitely like to hear your opinion on where you find your wooden houses. Your wooden lodges, the big things you usually regard with skiing and things of that nature. Maybe you guys I assume you guys have lakes just like us, but probably much more on a larger scale. Maybe you guys have I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not going to make that call right now. So yeah, that's my reasoning behind the difference between the front and the back. I'm not 100% sure if that's right. I know you can probably find some lodges, just sitting in I guess let's go with Real Madrid, not Madrid, but just I'm thinking about the soccer team or the football team. Let's just say Barcelona. There could be a few lodges hanging out in there. So yeah, I'm trying not to get myself in a pickle by saying, hey, go America, because I know I'd spark a debate on there. I've been seeing that a lot lately, the America versus the world debate, and I don't see the point of it, but because I mean, why can't we all just get along? I personally want to spend a few years in Europe, or spend a good amount of time in Europe, just because I think it's a pretty bumping continent. You know what I'm saying? More of the Great Britain side. Just try to explore that whole area. All right, so we're actually getting through that pretty fast. It's gonna be pretty nice and solid. And I have some more things we're gonna do with this. We'll probably just start wrapping around the sides of the base, and then we can get to the front. Not the base. We'll start wrapping around the sides of the house, and then we'll go ahead and finish it up in the front. Probably part 5 and 6. It should only take about 1 or 2 more episodes, so this shouldn't be like a 10-part series like the modern house was. The modern house was very unorganized. It was very it was my first time, so I can't really complain. So Hopefully the second time is going to be a little bit more efficient. I know I kind of screwed up on the first episode and the second episode, but I think the past few episodes have gone decently well, parts 3 and parts 4, which is part 4, I really planned out for, so hopefully that's going to be good. I actually kind of, in order to become a better builder, what I did was I went ahead and watched other builders on Minecraft on YouTube, and I figured out what they did to make themselves very good at what they do. And what I found out was that most of them are really planned out before they go ahead and make the build. There's this one guy who has like 300,000 subscribers, and he's very good at building, and he can get like this build done in 40 minutes because he's so well planned out. But I kind of like winging it just a little bit. I know I'm not winging it this episode, but I used to wing it, and I think I'm going to start getting away from that and start scripting it out and make sure that everything is accounted for. Maybe do 1 or 2 parts, and to make the most out of the time and get you guys going pretty well. So this is probably the most tedious work right here, the building of the walls and your roof, because that's basically what we're doing today. We're just building the roof, and we should get done pretty fast here, just for the fact that we're not making this too big now. We're not making a mansion. I guess this could be considered a mansion. I'm not 100% positive what you guys consider a mansion, but I kind of like to make my houses just a little bit on more of a grander scale. I think what we're gonna do now is, once this little bad boy, this house is done, we're just gonna add on to this world right here, and just for the fact that we can kind of consolidate all of our builds into one area. I think that would be pretty cool, and kind of make almost a city of builds. I think Corrales has done that. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name, but I kind of watched his builds a lot, and he was really good. And what he did well was he was very planned. He wasn't as planned as all the guys I've seen, but I think he's really good at it. I'm just kind of doing this off of, this is my first time ever making this build. I know a lot of guys go through these builds 1 or 2 times and just try to make sure they do it right, and I'll probably end up doing that, but I think our builds are on much more of a grand scale, so it's a lot harder to do that, but I think we can end up doing it. I mean, if I can do this once, I could probably do it again twice as fast, so I might do that, end up doing that. Just any suggestions you guys have, guys who build on Minecraft on YouTube, if you're watching this video, please go ahead and put in the comment section below what you personally do to make your builds faster and become a faster builder, because I want to see what you guys personally do, because I'm always trying to improve and get better. I realize that I'm not the fastest guy in the world at doing this, and I probably can do things to make my building speeds faster. I've seen some crazy fast builders. I think that just all comes with thinking about the next move before you do it, and that's always a smart thing to do in any situation. Alright, so we're about to finish up the walls now, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and kind of work on the sides. I know some of the sides are already done, but we still have some work to do. I'm just kind of looking at the picture right now, and this is the beauty of having dual screens or dual monitors. If you guys ever have the opportunity to get dual monitors on your computer, on your desktop computer, if you're running on a desktop computer, and if you're not, then try to run on a desktop computer. That's always pretty good. Speaking about that, I might actually try doing this on the 360 at one point. If you guys are any Xbox fans, I might try to appeal to y'all too. So I might go ahead and, like, next month or something, go ahead and buy a capture card and try Minecraft on the Xbox. So that should be pretty cool. What we're gonna do though is we're back on this situation of dual screens. It allows you to look at a picture while you're recording, and that's always very, very nice, because I tend to do a lot of my things I tend to do a lot of my YouTube content on looking at other content to make a variant of that content, so if you know what I mean. Whether it be base building or house making or top 5s or anything like that. That's pretty much defines my channel. Clash of Clans, base building, and Minecraft building, I guess. I'm just a builder. I'm just a creator, And I'm usually a competitor. That's kind of weird, but maybe we'll try to find a way to incorporate that. Alright, and we think we got one more, and our roof will be semi-done. Not 100% done. I think we probably will make a little overhang or something on this so it doesn't look as weird. Alright, and there we go. So let's go ahead and kind of look at that, see how it looks. And what we'll do, that looks pretty good though, to be honest. I like that a lot. Yeah, that looks really good. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and kind of merge these together. Alright, just kind of merge that into there. There we go. Merge that into there, and I'm seeing kind of a lag spike. Recording at 30 frames a second, pretty sweet. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Looks real good, guys. We'll go ahead and merge this into here. I think they're already. So what we'll do is we'll kind of, I don't know what to do with that one just yet. That'll probably just go in by itself. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is I think we're gonna go ahead and start the sides, and the sides we'll start with this side over here. So what I kind of did was I kind of just went ahead and made a little pillar to see how far it is, but I think it's a little bit off, so we'll just go ahead and quickly see if this is off or not. You don't have to do this right now. I'm just making sure, seeing if we are short. I think we're one distance far, so I'm just making a quick pillar up. If not, I think we might actually either be 100% on top of it. Alright, we are one extra out. Yeah, so there we go. Alright, I know exactly the number you need to go out then in order to get this perfect. Alright, so since we went 33 out here, what it's going to mean is we're going to go 36 out here. So what I'm trying to say is, let's just put that right there just as a marker. From this pillar right here, this pillar we just made, you're going to want to start right here. This is one. This one right here, we'll go ahead and fill it in. That was one, and you're going to want to go 36 blocks down. You don't have to go ahead. You don't have to make this trail like I did. I just wanted to put a little like kind of stop right there. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to go. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and use that as a kind of basis to go ahead and make our walls right here. So I'll quickly just go ahead first, is we're going to extend this down here, and I'll check the time real quick. Alright, we got about 10 minutes left, and what we should do is I think we should go ahead and extend this down to here, this little wall right here. This is going to go all the way down. We'll start from the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we're here. We'll start from the bottom and we'll go all the way down. What's the glory of making this little line right here is you know when exactly to stop. So this might not be the 100% stop, so we're gonna go ahead. Actually, yeah, we'll just keep going right here. So we'll start off like that. I was kind of concerned whether to go ahead and keep going because we still have to make the front. But this little overhang right here technically just stops right there. It's going to end up going somewhere on the lines of down and around, and we'll work on that in the next episode. So I can't extend this a few more episodes, but I'll go ahead and plan that out later. I actually do like playing this out because it makes you feel like, you know, you go a lot faster, and I'm actually going a lot faster than intended. I thought what I was going to do is just be able to get the roof done, but I'm able to go ahead and probably not only get the roof done, but I'll get most of the sides done on both sides of this house, which is very, very productive for this episode. I feel we get a lot of the tedious work out, and that's always nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and fill that in right there. And we're gonna quickly see whether we want to. Oh yeah, /time set day. We're gonna quickly see whether we want what we want to do right here. I think what we're gonna do is we'll make it spicy at the end, but right now we're just gonna go ahead and add this pretty basic stuff right here. So we'll just go ahead and just add this in right here. Alright, starting from the ground up. And then we'll go ahead and I think it's just oak wood planks. Just extend this out right here. We'll figure out what we're going to do with that in the next episode, because I'm getting a little better than I expected. I'll do the same thing with that one. We'll make that determination. We'll work on the left side and that in the next episode, because I really didn't. I guess I could just extend it down there, just like that, and it just makes it a little bit easier. So yeah, there we go. Oh crap, there we go. So I'll keep watching some more YouTube videos, guys, on content related to how to build Minecraft houses or building in general, just so I can learn how to become a better builder in Minecraft. I did this initially just to have fun with it, to kind of replace the survival series, because I know survival series are good, but there's so many people that do them already, and I used to do one, and it was fun and all, and I tried to get people to come on board and do it with me, but there was actually not that many people that wanted to actually do that were also relative YouTubers. I'm talking about YouTubers with the same amount of subscribers as me, around the what would you say mine? Mine's probably low. Usually when I try to collab with people, it's like low thousands, not thousands, but tens of thousands. So like 20,000 subscribers. I'll collab with guys like that, and I'm not much of a collab guy, if you guys have noticed. I actually don't even communicate with many YouTubers on here, especially like I'm just going ahead and getting that out of the way so I can just do this real quick. I don't communicate with many YouTubers at all. I'm not in a community of YouTubers, just because I've found that a lot of them, now I'm not saying all of them tend to be kind of in this only for the money, and they are only in this for just totally getting subscribers and views. I'm just kind of in this because it's a hobby, and I've kind of learned it to. Oh wait, okay. See, that's one thing right there. We kind of made a little error right there. Not really an error, but we just got to. That was creepy. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and just make up for this right here. And nothing real hard. Nothing real hard. LOL. Alright, we're just doing that right there. So, real basic right there. It's gonna get a lot better. We'll go ahead and do something real. Well, actually, not do that just yet, but we're gonna go ahead and try to do this on the other side. So what I'll do, you don't have to do this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and extend this down to here like this, just so that I can figure out exactly where I am. And I'm suffering a little bit lag spikes. This is always a really good method, especially if you're on creative. If you're doing the survival, you're an actual champ at this. I mean, like it's pretty awesome. What I think I'm gonna do in the next few builds is I'm gonna actually figure out how much of each resource I'm using for the guys who actually do this, and in survival and in whatever they're doing. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. If you're doing this, I do commemorate you, because I know I could probably never do that. I might be able to. We might actually even try it. But for the guys out there who are doing this, I mean, all power to you. I mean, I'm doing this in creative, and I kind of just like building in creative because I don't even have to worry about that. But this will be kind of good. I think I will eventually probably in the summer, do a survival series, because I will be able to post more videos. Right now it's kind of hard for me to post a lot of videos. I've been trying to get about one a day, skipping a day or a day or two every week or so. Maybe once a week I'll skip a video, and that's usually Saturday or Sunday because I'm just burnt out of the week. Not in YouTube in general. Sometimes you can get burnt out of YouTube, but I'm burnt out of just doing work because balancing school, extracurricular activities, and YouTube is really hard. I know a lot of you guys who are probably YouTubers yourself can realize that it is almost a crazy man's task to ask someone to post every day on top of doing schoolwork and probably an extracurricular activity, because I know a lot of you guys probably do that yourselves. So yeah, so this while talking, I mean, this is a how-to, but this is also kind of a talk with X-Buzzer Man. We've gone on to every point right here. And I'm just kind of allowing you guys to assume this. I mean, if you're like listening to this while doing this and not actually like looking at it, I'm more of a visual learner myself. I don't hear and learn as well as I see and learn. And I think that's a majority of the people that are like that. But for the people who can listen and learn better than they can just look at and learn, that's a very good quality. Like, I mean, that's pretty awesome. Alright, so yeah, it looks really bad, the sides right now, but we'll get a lot better looking. It's going to look pretty solid with all the balconies we have looking over the whole thing. And we'll make the determination to see what it's going to look like in the end. I think we'll add a chimney onto this side right here, and then we'll add a chimney over there as well, and that should make it look a little bit better. I'll kind of look at it and see how it looks. This is actually going to be a big house. Well, relatively big. Yeah, it's going to be a big house. I think it's a perfect size house for what we're intending on doing. All right. So this is kind of a maintenance episode, if you could say. Just getting all the boring stuff out of the way, and we'll be able to. The next boring phase, I don't think we'll have much more boring after this. Maybe the sides of the balconies will be pretty boring. Alright, we're gonna have to do this one this way. The sides of the balconies, these balconies right here, or whatever you want to call it, your deck area that's what we're gonna, your porch, I don't know what you want to call it. That's gonna be probably pretty tedious work right there as well. But overall, it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so this is getting kind of the annoying part where we're starting to be in a little awkward space, and it's starting to stack blocks by accident. So here we go. Alright. Yeah, alright. There we go. Should be solid right there. Okay, so one more block, and I think we'll probably end this episode. We'll actually do some overhangs and things like that, but that will be in a later episode. That's probably more in the later parts when I'm adding finishing details. I plan on 100% ending this base probably by this week or next week. It should be finished. I tend to pre-record a lot of things, so it can turn out to be something like that. So this is the base right now. This is our home, and I think it looks a lot better than it did this prior episode because we have a lot of things filled out. So that's basically the house right now. That's gonna be how big it is. It's not too big, and it's not too small / weather clear. I think that's the first time I've had to do that, and I really like how it's turning out, guys. It's turning out very, very solid. I guess to my eyes it's gonna look a lot better than what it actually is. It's probably not as good as I think it is, but yeah, so basically trying to find the F5 key right here. This is really good in my opinion, guys. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you have any suggestions or anything, put it in the comment section below. I'd definitely like to hear your opinions on it. That's basically it, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and later.